what they did? In my house, in my bedroom, where I sleep, where my children play with their toys. Sorry. In any event, the HiTechNomad here, and this is the video you guys have been asking for a while, so I decided I would finally do it. And it's obviously in 360. Woo! So, yeah, I'm going to ask you some questions about the room that I'm in. This is my little home studio, and I'm going to ask you some questions about it. Just kind of play along with me. So, I'm going to be showing you all of the different 360 cameras that I have, and I'll be giving you the pros and cons. Now, there's one thing that we're going to have to accept, which is I don't have two of everything. So I will be talking about the camera that you're seeing so that you know what's going on. I was going to do it the other way, like one after the other, but that's just very, very, very confusing. So what we're looking at right here, right now, is the Samsung Gear 360 2017 edition, which is the second edition that came out. And I'll put up, I'll try to put up a picture of it so you can see which one I'm talking about. You all should know at this time which one I'm talking about. Now, when I get through with this video, I have to do another video because I have to tell you about how to edit 360 video, because it is somewhat difficult to edit that, but we're going to do that with this. So also to do this, I've tried to set them, they're all a little bit off resolution wise. So this is going to be filmed in the highest resolution, which is close to 4K, and I'm going to boost it. I'm going to post it at 4K. So if you have the ability to look at it in 4K now, but if you at the very least have the ability to go to 720 or 1080, you want to go ahead and look at that, and that's going to give you a better example as to what you can expect from the output. So, what are my thoughts about the 2017? Well, I kind of gave you in the earlier, I'm just going to come over here. In the earlier video, I talked about the 2017 edition, which is what you're looking at right now. And what I do like about that is it's small, it's compact, it doesn't overheat. The original was notorious for overheating after, like, let's say 10-15 minutes. It would just shut down, so you had to make sure that you kept it cool. So I really do like this one. It will break things up in 8-minute segments, by the way. So every 8 minutes, it will just go ahead and start another file. It's not too bad, and you can overlay them, and so that's not that big of an issue, but it's just something to keep in mind that you do have to do that. It will do hyperlapse, but it's absolutely horrible. All of them do hyperlapse horrible, but it's okay. I got another video where I'm going to show you how to do hyperlapse and make it come out flawlessly. You can pick which lens you're going to use. It defaults to what they call the back lens, so it's actually funny. The lens facing you is considered the forward lens, and the one facing away from you is considered the back lens, and so you can set it so that the back lens. So I'm actually on what they would consider the forward lens now. So obviously when I come around here, now I'm at what they would consider the back lens. Now the other reason I'm moving around, and I'm not trying to give you motion sickness, I am trying to give you something to do, but I'm also trying to give you an example as to how the audio is. All right. So the audio is whatever you're hearing right now, because you can't use any kind of, normally when I do audio, I use some kind of an extra lavalier mic or something, but I can't do that with these because it is in its own piece. So I do like that it's small, it's compact. The only real problem that I have with it is that when you're supposed to hold it, this is obviously not it, but you're supposed to hold it and do this and just pretend this is about the right size, and I would do this. And I always get the front part of my finger and the back part of my finger in every video. And there are ways of taking that out. You're going to probably, if you look down now, go ahead, look down. Look down. Thank you. Wow. If you look down, you'll either see a patch, or which says probably 360 on it, or Gear 360 or whatever, or you'll see a circle, or I will leave it blank so that you can see it. So you have those choices. Now, what I ended up doing, I'll put a link for this. I have this really good, I actually have two of them. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I have this really good selfie stick, and the reason I say it's really good is because it's Bluetooth, so I can't use it to turn that on and off, but we will be able to use it for another program we'll be able to turn on and off. So we'll take a look at that in a second. It's fairly strong, doesn't twist too much, and the other thing I liked about this is that in the bottom, it has the 1/4 inch, And what I usually do is carry a little mini tripod. So now when I go someplace, I can pull out that camera, put this on the tripod, put it on, and I'm set and ready to go. Now, you're supposed to be able to just set this thing. It comes with the toilet seat. Do I have it here? I thought I had it here. Oh, here it is over here. Sorry. Comes with this little rubber piece, which we call the hemorrhoid toilet seat. And apologies to any of those who have hemorrhoids, I'm sorry. But this hemorrhoid toilet seat, and you're supposed to slip this on the bottom and stand it up. It's okay. But usually it's too low. And one of the things you're going to find when you start filming a lot of 360 video is that the camera is another person in the room. So when you're filming something like a family meal, and I have a link to a family meal I had in New York. When you're doing like a family meal, you don't want the camera in the center of the table, because nobody sits in the center of the table. So what does that make you? That makes you the food, okay? So you don't want to be there. You're going to want to be off to the side, looking at what everybody else is looking at as they're talking, and we should interact with you as if it was a new person. Hi, how are you? What's going on? Whereas if it's table height in the middle of the center of the table, it looks absolutely horrible. Okay, so it's USB-C. It has a rechargeable battery. It will take up to a 256 gig chip, which is good. I got one from my Note 7. When I got my Note 7, they sent me a 256 gig chip, so that's what I use in this, so I'm all set no matter what. It has a USB-C, as I said, which I'm liking more and more. If you've been watching my other videos, more and more of my devices are coming with USB-C. My Chromebook comes with USB-C, my phone, yada, yada, yada. So it's easy to plug those together. So now we're going to stop and switch to the old version, or the Gear 360 2016 edition. Okay, so now we're on the Gear 360, the original edition, or the 2016 edition. One of the things that's nice that I really like is that they both talk to the same app on my phone. So I can easily switch between these two. I can just say I want to use this one or I want to use that one. I obviously can't use both at the same time. So you're at the same height as you were a few seconds ago, and you're in the same room. Yeah, you're in the same room as you were a couple of minutes ago. And again, we're going to do some testing of the sound. Now, I said I like that camera, and I like the 2017 edition, and I like the version that you're looking at right now, and I like it for a couple of different reasons. Supposedly, a lot of people, not supposedly, supposedly more people find this has a better picture. On paper, I guess it's supposed to have a better picture for images, and that one's supposed to have a better image for video, but we'll deal with that later. I still do like this one. As I said, it does overheat, so we are going to have some issues with that, so I better keep this below 8 minutes. It looks more professional, and you can do more things with it. It's a little bit more versatile. For example, I got this. I'll have a link for this below. And you go in here. And of course, once I do that, and I have this little seal, and you should test these, by the way. I actually put a toilet paper in here and put the thing in the tub and left it in the tub overnight to make sure, and of course the toilet paper was dry, so I knew I was all set. So anyway, this is obviously this is so that now it's on a selfie stick, so there's a couple of different things I can do once it's in here. One, I can put it out in the snow and the rain. Neither one of them are waterproof. They're water resistant, but they're not waterproof. Once you put it in here, you're waterproof. Not only are you waterproof for the weather, but you're waterproof for the water. Yeah. So I'll try and include either a link if I don't splice it in now. So if you saw it, then good. If you didn't see it, then that means I didn't splice it in. But I used this when I was in Barbados, and this was just fine. And this was, it's the same mount as a GoPro. And so I went underneath the boardwalk, under the sea, with this, and this was quite good. Okay. Okay, coming right at you. Okay. Now again, 360 video. If you're watching this on YouTube, which is probably what you're watching this on, it looks okay. I should also mention that in the lower corner, you should see an icon that will allow you to use it with Google Cardboard. If you don't have a Google Cardboard, you can go to like just about anywhere and get one. They're like 10 bucks. It's really hokey. You slide your phone in to this little piece of cardboard and you just Velcro it to your head or strap it to your head. But it will give you a good, a much better appreciation for this video. And you will have the ability to turn around. For those of my buds, my homies that have a Samsung Gear, then almost certainly you have a Gear headset. You have a Gear headset, and of course I'll give you a link for that. And you actually can go to YouTube in here and just look at this video, and this will be a lot better so you can actually look around. All right, so I said, aside from doing all this, we're gonna have a little fun. So, and this is actually because I looked at my analytics. So the United States is where I get most of my views, and then the next one is Canada, and the next one is the United Kingdom. So those of you in the United Kingdom should spot a cartoon character from your childhood or someone's childhood somewhere in this room. And look, if you spot it, leave a link, leave a note in the description. Say, hey, I know who that person is and where they're from. Okay. Now, the only thing that I don't really like about that I do really like about this, is that I can do live streaming with this. You can't do live streaming with that one. With the 2016, you can with this one. The other thing is that with both of them, you can just use it without your phone. So I can turn this on and push the button and snap pictures, and it's a little easier to do that with this, especially if I know I'm gonna have to take my finger out. You'll see a lot of times, so I look silly, I'll go someplace and I'll go like that and then move on, and I'll go back in and I'll edit it afterwards. So this is the one that I like to do live streaming with. This is the one if I want to take a bunch of quick pictures, quick. This is the one if I have time and I can set things up and I can leave them going, then I'm going to go with this, because that's, I think it's a little bit better to work with. Now, the next one we're going to take a look at, in 1 second, we're going to switch to this. So the next thing you're going to see is the output from this, but I'll show it to you first. And that is the Insta360. Now, this guy I got just on a whim, and it's $100. Was it $100? Might be more than that now. I think it was $100 when I got it. I don't know if it was a Kickstarter or what have you. But anyway, so $100. And it comes with this nice little case. And this is the one I put in my pocket. I just leave this in my coat pocket. And if I get to someplace and I pull it out, I'm ready to use it. Now, the problems I have with this one is that, first of all, I can't have my phone. Am I still recording? There we go. I can't have my phone in my case because it's got to go into the bottom of the phone. So that's kind of a pain. You can get an extender. These are the same extenders that we used for the Samsung DeX. You can use those. You can use those with this. So there's no problem with that. I gotta keep you going. Come on. So, and then I can go through and do that. The other thing is I can live stream with this. I can take pictures with this. So we're gonna take a look at this in a second. But like I said, now the other ones have to be powered. So I try to charge this and leave it charged. I try to charge that one and leave it charged. This one takes it right from my phone, so I'm all set with that. The other thing is that this one, coming around, this one will also work Bluetooth-wise with this. So when I put this on my phone, and then I have a, where did I put it? Here we go. So when I put it in my phone, and then put my phone on this way, that way, one of these ways. In any event, I can use this to take pictures with my phone. All right, so we're gonna switch to the Insta360. Before I do that, I showed you, I'm gonna give you a link for this so that you can use that with your other one. I'm also gonna give you a link to this handy 360 case that I found, that I now locked. So I'll give you that. I'll give you the link for there's extra batteries and a charger. because again, these batteries don't last all that long, so I try to keep the batteries already charged with me. This is made specifically for that. It even has the for this piece here. Now, actually, one other thing I was going to show you, which obviously I just breezed right past, which is this. On this one here, I'll give you the link for this little silicone coating, because one of the things is I want to just throw this in my shirt pocket, and I don't want to scratch the lenses. So it's very cheap. It's two pieces. There's one piece here. There's a piece that goes on top, which I don't know where it is right now, but just trust me, it goes over the top like that. It's actually similar to, I do have it. Sorry, come around here, please. So I do have it, and so that just goes over here. Now I can just throw this in my pocket. Okay, I don't have to worry about the lens getting scratched. I pull it out, turn it on, take a couple of pictures, and I'm all set. And then the last thing in regards to both of these is I will give you a link for lanyards. I got a couple of, this is not my favorite lanyard, but I'll give you a little lanyard and a little handpiece that you can screw into the bottom of it. Again, it came with that little toilet seat, and I'm supposed to use that, but I'd much rather use one with a little wrist grip. Okay, boom, 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 boom. I'm going to leave you the link for a nice one. This is just the cheap one that came with my GoPro, but I'm going to give you a nice one that works underwater. All right, so we're going to stop here, and we're going to switch to Insta360. Okay, so now we're on the Insta360. What's one of the nice things about the Insta360 is, one, it's using my phone, as I said, so it's just easy. You just plug it into your phone, so I never have to worry about, is it charged and how long will it last? As long as my phone lasts, this will last. Most of the editing that it allows you to do is trim one piece, trim the start and trim the end. And I'm going to have another video where I show you there are a couple of tools that will let you link things together and do a little bit of work with those and so on and so forth. In any event, I'm glad to finally do this one for you. Please hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button. I have high hopes for this video because the first one I did on 360 was one of the highest ones that I had. It was like a year and a half ago. I've been waiting to do this. And I took a little bit of stretch here for you. I took a stretch in doing it in 360 because I felt that that's what's most important to you. You want to see how does it work. So thank you for joining me. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. As I said, I'm going to have 3 or 4 more videos that come out. I'm going to have one about how to edit this, and I'm going to have one on how to post it on websites. So we're going to talk about both of them. All right. So that's it. I said it 3 times. I won't say it again. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. And until the next video, this is the HiTechNomad signing out, coming to you in 360.